Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Investing Explained. Here's today's question. Why do you think a new investor should consider real estate as the asset class to go into?
One, the opportunities to learn are abundant. Like I mentioned with meetups and with podcasts, there's just so much opportunity to learn. There's a lot of opportunity to enter. There's so many different ways that you can get into real estate. There's none that I can't speak on things like notes or necessarily wholesaling, although one deal was kind of weird. But there's so many different ways to enter into real estate, and you can invest in real estate. Not everything investing in real estate is I personally buy a 5-unit or a 10-unit apartment building, and then I personally flip it, and I personally get tenants, and then I personally manage those tenants, and I personally fix those toilets. Like, that's not the way it works. But when you have ownership and you have control. And I just feel like real estate is really that vehicle where you can do so much. You can leverage. When I was buying stocks, right? I'm buying stocks. If I have $10 and I buy $10 worth of Coca-Cola stock, I get $10 worth of Coca-Cola stock. If I take that $10 to a bank and say, hey, can I use this $10 and then you give me the other $90 and we can buy a $100 house together, right? Bank's going to lend you, assuming the deal makes sense, the bank's going to lend you that $90 to buy that $100 property. Well, obviously not 100, right? 100,000 or whatever. So with $10,000, let's just scale it to something reasonable. With $10,000, you only get $10,000 worth of stock. $10,000, you can get $100,000 worth of real estate that you have control over. I mean, it really is just an amazing, amazing vehicle. And then, of course, you talk about the tax benefits and you talk about the opportunity to scale. If you do bigger deals with outside investors, it's just such a tremendous, tremendous vehicle.
That's all for this episode of Real Estate Investing Explained. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content.